there, my name is Belinda Doveston and it's great to have you here on the I Ching Cafe. I welcome you. If you are a new visitor, please subscribe, that'll be really great. And of course, if you're a regular, awesome to have you back here with me. Right, our weekly overview for the week commencing the 8th of March 2021. Firstly, a reminder to go and watch the monthly overview for March 2021. Very interesting, creative energy that's wanting to burst through. The dragon is wanting to soar in this month. So go and check out and get ready to tap into the wonderful creative energy all around us. And of course, last week we had our first weekly overview for March, where we learned about the dam and the limitation and having to control the flow. A couple of changing lines to really focus our attention on the right controls, natural limitation, and of course being the example of putting the limits on ourselves first before we expect everyone else to adhere to them, and big cycles of change moving through our lives, guiding us to the marriage, whatever that is in business or personal life at this time, the connection that is leading you towards your purpose. Right, big stuff. So this week, let's have a look at what the I Ching is asking us to pay attention to. Well, this is likely to be a very jam-packed week. And I know I say that often, but these two hexagrams combined, there is stuff going down. Okay, things are going to speed up. It's going to get very exciting. And so just hold on to your hats and bear with the flow of change for this week. We have our first hexagram, our dear old friend, 51 shock. Now, hexagram 51 shock, as you know, if you've been with this channel for a while, you'll know we've had, this is one of the most frequent hexagrams we had the whole of the last 18 months. And this is all about shake-ups, movement, acceleration, energy, things suddenly breaking up and exploding in front of us, and frequently in a very good way. So this is really about shake-up, the lightning bolts that come into our lives, into our businesses, that shake us up, that move us forward, that accelerate things, that just, everything just explodes. And so it's an opportunity for us to really accelerate. This week, there's massive opportunity to literally break the timeline. When you see this whole package of the two hexagrams, you'll understand that's breaking the timeline. This is about leaping forward. If you have the courage and you have the presence of mind, you can make massive leaps this week. The energy is trying to help us do that. So watch out for the shake-ups, watch out for the shocks, the unexpected news, things arriving out of the blue. Literally just out of the blue, things move forward. Now we have two changing lines this week. The first one in the third and then in the fifth position. And the third position line says, when the excitement comes and the unexpected things come, and the shake-ups and the shocks all just arrive, what we have to do is maintain our presence of mind. We can't lose ourselves. We have got to stay focused on this precious egg that we are here to carry. I often talk about this idea of this hexagram as a whole being this egg that we've got to carry carefully. The egg is our purpose. It's the thing that we are looking after. It's our focus. It's our goal. It's the thing that's really important right now in our life and in our business. And so our task is to guard the egg, to carry it safely to where we need to go next. If we lose our mind right in this moment, right, we can drop the egg. We can crack the thing that is precious to us. And so this week, with this changing line in the third position, despite all the drama, despite all the shake-ups and the changes and the unexpected movement, positive or otherwise, do not lose your mind. Okay, stay focused, keep your presence of mind, and more importantly, keep your eyes open to the opportunities that are going to move you forward. In a massive storm, okay, you can get caught up in the overwhelm of the storm. But the wise person keeps their mind, says, I'm okay, I'm going to be fine. Where is the opportunity here? In amongst all the chaos, where are the little opportunities that if I seize them, I can literally jump that timeline? And that is what we're being asked to pay attention to, because in crisis, in chaos, not necessarily that it's ridiculous levels of crisis for you, not necessarily, it can be small little shifts and unexpected changes. But in that crisis, in that change, in that things being turned upside down, there are opportunities that show themselves to those who are wise to stay calm and to look for the opportunities. And that is what this week is calling us to do. Have your wits about you. Don't get caught up in all the drama happening around you. Say, where's the door? Where's the opportunity? Where's the gem that no one else can see because everyone is hysterical? Okay. Now, obviously in your life, unfortunately, it can be that chaotic and crazy, but it can also be a simple thing. It doesn't have to be that your whole world falls over, because this is not what this hexagram is about. It's about rapid change. Things suddenly accelerating, and out of the blue, things just, which can be positive and can also be challenging, all right? Things from the past can come out when we least expect them. Right, so our next changing line in the 5th position says, one thing after another. We don't even have time to even catch our breath between event, okay? We got to find our breath because so much is going on. So our task is to keep breathing, find a space, a bubble of peace in the midst of all this change and shake up, and keep moving forward. Yes, there might be ghosts of the past, issues from the past, difficulties from the past that come up that have to be addressed, but you just keep moving forward. This is all about not letting all the noise take you away from what's really important, okay? Do not look back, look forward, okay? Looking back, pillar of salt. Looking forward, movement. This is what we're being asked to pay attention to this week. Wow, so what is the second hexagram? Where is this flowing? What is the second transforming energy of change for this week to support this 51 shock? Well, it's its cousin, directly related, hexagram 49, revolution. Revolution is the snake shedding its skin. It's country revolutions, it's uprisings, it's change. It's throwing out the old in favor of the new. It's literally a regime change. I would think that on a global level, this week we're going to see some radical things happening. We've got 51 shock, we've got 49 revolution. I mean, you know, there's change happening here. This is not a peaceful week. And so in your life, revolution, change, overthrowing the old this week more than ever. The shocks, the shake-ups, the movement, the change, we can change the timeline. We can break free from the trajectory you were on, and we can leapfrog, like interdimensional travel, leapfrog into a new timeline. Okay, that is what we can do this week. I would say for this energy, for this change, for this revolution, I mean, it's just profound together with shock. Prepare yourself, okay? I hope that you've had a chance to watch this episode before the week arrived so that you could get ready, that you could put in place mechanisms to support yourself, that you can have your eyes open to the change, that you can embrace the opportunity to make this shift a beautiful opportunity to leapfrog into a whole new way of your life. This is what this moment is asking us to pay attention to. And sometimes those shifts can be small. They can be the way that you think, changing the way that you see a particular issue. Can ripple effect, like the butterfly effect, can change your landscape of your life forever. So I know that sounds quite grandiose. I hope that there's wonderful positive leaps that come into your life, that it isn't a traumatic week. I send you lots of peace and lots of energy to support you in this transition, in this wonderful, intense energy of this week, as change comes to move us forward, whether we like it or not. Right, please subscribe, like, share. It'd be great to have you join us again as a subscriber, whether you're on the podcast edition, whether you're on the YouTube edition. It's great to have all of you here, and really appreciate every view, every like, every comment. It's really wonderful to keep engaging and keep on working on building this idea of personal mastery, of business mastery as we move forward in our lives. Thank you so much, and I will see you soon.